Hey Busy Bees! Welcome back to another Wednesday weeknight meal! Today we're going to be making something super comforting and homey. A lot of you guys have been asking me, Zang, why don't you make Filipino food? And to be honest, it's because I haven't had much experience, but this dish, chicken adobo, with a little bit of a honeysuckle twist, is something that I am so excited to share with you. Go ahead and give this video a like and don't forget to subscribe below for more Wednesday weeknight meals, and we'll go ahead and get started with our chicken adobo. Like I said, I haven't had much experience with Filipino food, so if you guys are in LA, tell me where to go because I would love to kind of open up my horizons to different ethnic cuisine. So in my pan, I'm gonna start by adding some coconut oil. I'm using about 2 teaspoons here, and I know this is not traditional, but I feel like just the coconut oil flavor really gives it extra depth. Feel free to use vegetable oil or olive oil if you like. I'll add it to the pan, let it melt, and then I'm gonna add my chicken. Here I have 4 bone-in chicken thighs and 3 drumsticks. For chicken adobo, you really want to have the skin because the skin kind of just works together so well, again, with the vinegar, the sugar, the soy sauce. It really adds a lot of depth to this. You also want bone-in because it adds extra flavor as well. I'll let the chicken brown on each side for about 3 to 5 minutes. And then I'll sprinkle over half a teaspoon of salt, 1 teaspoon of sugar, 1/4 cup of soy sauce, 1/3 cup of rice wine vinegar, 5 garlic cloves that I've peeled and smashed. You don't need to mince this here. 1 teaspoon of whole black peppercorn, and 3 bay leaves. I'll mix it around, let the sauce kind of meld together, and then I'll just let it cook for about 20 minutes until the chicken is nice and cooked through. I like to cover it at this stage as well. So a dish like chicken adobo right here reminds me so much of my childhood. I remember my mom and dad would always make like clay pot chicken, gà kho is what you call it in Vietnamese, and very similar to this, they would use soy sauce, fish sauce, and oyster sauce instead of like the vinegar and soy sauce and stuff like that. But I feel like every country has their own version of this right here. So we would enjoy a family style with some rice, and then they would always have a soup dish and a vegetable dish so that we have a balanced meal. I am so excited to serve this today. We're just gonna do it with plain rice, but you guys can obviously add your favorite vegetables too if you'd like. Lately, Arisi has been really into eggplants, and I feel like grilled eggplants would go really well with this too. How did you guys grow up eating your meals together as a family? Did you guys have stuff like this, your favorite kind of chicken dish? I would love to know, so comment below. And for our Wednesday weeknight meals, I always feel like people connect through dinner and cooking and meals, so I really want this series to be kind of like that. So I'll share a little bit about my background, my family life, and I would love to hear about you guys as well. Halfway through, I like to flip over the chicken just to make sure it absorbs the sauce evenly. And then feel free to move the chicken around if there's like some not so hot spots. Now we'll finish letting it cook. So it's been 25 minutes, our chicken is nice and cooked through and almost falling off the bone. Chicken thigh doesn't take that long, even with the bone. So I'm gonna remove the chicken, add it to a plate, and then depending on how you like your sauce, if you like it to be a super thick glaze, go ahead and reduce it for a few more minutes. But I think this looks good for me, so I'm just gonna go ahead and spoon it onto my chicken. As I'm spooning it though, I like to get rid of some excess fat, so I just want the brown stuff. This looks good. It smells so savory, so comforting. I can't wait to serve and dig in. So here I have my mini spread. We have our piping hot rice, our chicken adobo, and some green onions. I remember growing up, Every time my parents cooked dinner, they would always sprinkle a ton of green onions over the food. The soups, the vegetables, the meat, everything. And I used to hate it, but I've actually grown to really appreciate green onions, but I still don't like the white parts, so as you can see, they're mostly the green parts here. I'm just gonna sprinkle a little bit on top of the chicken, just for color. Doesn't that look pretty? And now we'll serve. I'm gonna spoon a little bit of rice into my little bowl, just a little bit. And then my mom and I used to always fight over the chicken drumstick. Since she's not here, I call dibs. Get a little bit of sauce. Extra sauce on the rice is crucial. This sauce, it's tangy, it's savory, it just blends together so well, and you don't really taste the coconut oil anymore. All right, let's open our chicken. And the chicken is cooked perfectly. You get a hint of that spiciness from the peppercorn, but not too much because we didn't smash it and it didn't release all the flavors, but it released enough of the spiciness to make it just work. And then the garlic gives it that extra bit of like garlicky goodness. I don't know. It's just so delicious though. Have you guys ever had chicken adobo before? Comment below and let me know, and I would love to hear what your thoughts are on our Wednesday weeknight meals. I know there are so many different ways to create weeknight dinners, so tell me what you want to see and I'll make a video on it. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Bye!